Thank you very much for that presentation. We're now going to hear from Toll Brothers, and I do want to clarify just again what we've heard as the Board of Selectmen as people's interests and goals for the property. A financially viable plan, open space preservation, opportunities for seniors to downsize, recreational opportunities, and preserving the character of our town. And I want to be respectful to all of you because I know there are so many points of view out there, and that's what we want to hear also today.
Thank you, Ellen. Can everybody hear me? If you can, just put your hand up and I'll shout louder. You might have to turn that off. Okay. I'm going to stand here. Welcome, and thanks for, why am I getting feedback here? Okay. Thanks for coming. Okay, there you go. I want to thank everybody for coming. We have a short presentation. Our presentation, can't hear? Okay. Our presentation could not, and our proposal could not be any more different than the proposal you just heard. And we welcome this opportunity to speak to you about our proposal. We think we have a terrific proposal. But at the end of the day, we want you all to thoroughly investigate and vet both proposals, and truly whatever proposal you think will benefit the town of Woodbridge, the best, we're comfortable with going with and with your decision. My name is Greg Kanadolski. I'm the group president for Toll Brothers in New England. With me is Eric Morissette, our land acquisition manager. Country Club of Woodbridge. So, go to the next slide there. As most of you probably know, it's bounded by Ansonia Road, Johnson Road, and Woodland Road, and the Wilbur Cross Parkway to a certain extent. It's currently an 18-hole golf course with a clubhouse and a swimming pool facility. Why do we think our proposal, our development proposal for housing is best for the town of Woodbridge? Well, one important reason is there's a need for it. Statistically, 45% of the town residents are over 50 years of age or older. 45% of the town residents are over 50 years of age. I'm one of those people. They're so-called empty nesters. I see a lot of you in this room, and I live in a house in Wilton on a 2-acre lot. I'm sure you all do. And at some point in time in your life, you want to move on to a different housing type and a different, quite frankly, a different lifestyle choice. My children have moved out. My children went to Cornell, by the way. They moved out, so it's just me and my wife, and at some point we're going to decide not only do we want and need a different housing type, but a different lifestyle. We want to make new friends. Part of the proposal tonight, part of the community we're proposing is it's a lifestyle community. You have, as a homeowner in these communities, an opportunity to change your lifestyle, to make new friends. So what are we proposing? And we've been through this with you several times in the past in the Board of Selectmen. and we've listened to the residents of the town of Woodbridge, as well as the Board of Selectmen, as well as the Planning and Zoning Commission. And what we've developed, what we're showing, are 80 homes in a cluster type development. So our 80 homes would be built on 42 acres of the country club land. What does that mean? That means 113 acres of the land would remain in the ownership of the town of Woodbridge. What does that mean? That means the town of Woodbridge could choose to, in the future, develop part of the land for athletic fields. They could continue to operate the swimming pool. They could continue to operate the clubhouse. A lot of flexibility with our proposal. We've also listened and we've tried to position our homes such that there's very little visibility from Johnson Road and Ansonia Road. Okay, Eric? What we're proposing are 80 total homes. 15 of them would be what we call carriage homes. So there would be 2 or 3 homes per building. And what this allows us to do, and we listened to a lot of people on this, a lot of people in the town of Woodbridge, what this allows us to do is be able to sell those homes from $300,000 to $400,000. They're not affordable homes, but they're affordably priced. And there's a certain segment of people in the town of Woodbridge that those prices meet their price point. So 15 of the homes would be carriage homes, 2 to 3 homes per building, sold between the mid-300s to mid-400s. The remaining 65 homes would be true single-family homes. All the homes, whether the carriage homes or single-family homes, would be designed for the demographic that I've been describing. Designed for myself, for a lot of people in this audience. Every home will have, for instance, their master bedroom on the first floor, no stairs to climb up and down, which is a huge issue for the type of buyer we're talking about. So 65 single-family homes and 15 carriage homes, attached homes. The single-family homes would be sold between the mid-400s and mid-500s. In addition, we would develop an amenity center. So we would have a clubhouse, we would have a swimming pool, we would have a tennis court, we would have a bocce court. Why is that important? Well, for one thing, those 80 homeowners will not burden any of the recreation facilities in the town of Woodbridge. It's all self-contained on the property. Why is a clubhouse important? Because it's a recreation feature, but it's also a community gathering place. It's a place for all the homeowners and their guests to gather, to meet, to socialize, to mingle. It's a very important feature. Again, all the amenities self-contained on the property. So we're proposing 80 active adult homes, 15 are attached carriage homes, 65 detached single-family homes, all age restricted, meaning you have to, at least one of the occupants of the home has to be 55 years of age or older, and that's deed restricted. And that is checked every year. One of the occupants, has to be 55 years of age or older. In addition, no children 18 years of age or younger are allowed or permitted to live here. So there's no burden on the town of Woodbridge school system. Private clubhouse and pool we talked about. $5 million cash at closing for 42 acres. I'll say it again. $5 million cash at closing for 42 acres of land. The rest of the land is for the town of Woodbridge to use as they see fit. In addition, we would construct and connect a whole system of pedestrian paths. So it's a recreation feature. We would use some of the existing cart paths. And we would ask that, as part of our proposal, that we not pay property taxes on the land or not pay property taxes on the homes until those homes are conveyed to one of our buyers. And then the property taxes will start to be collected. Who are we? Well, we've won a lot of awards over the years. Last Monday, we were just at the New York Stock Exchange. We're a publicly traded company. We rang the opening bell. It was our 30th anniversary of going public in 1986. So we've won a lot of builder awards, but this is one award, if you look at the screen, that we are particularly proud of and that we just won this year. The world's top 10 most admired companies that do all sorts of things. This is from Fortune magazine. So number 1 is Apple, 2 is Walt Disney, 3 is Amazon.com, 4 is Alphabet, so Google, 5 is Nordstrom's, number 6 is Toll Brothers. And behind Toll Brothers is Netflix and Facebook and a bunch of others. We're very proud of that award. What are we? Well, we are not investors per se. We're not speculators. If you boil down what we do, essentially we're home builders. Bob Toll started the company in 1966. As I said, it went public in 1986. He started out as a home builder, and that's basically all we still do. Now, we've diversified the type of homes we've built over the years, but we still, 98% of our business is still purely residential. Where are we active currently in the state of Connecticut? We have many communities we're developing throughout the state, from the one corner in Danbury to the other corner down in Mystic and all the way up to Avon. We've been active in the state of Connecticut since 1992. I started that community in Southport. 1992. We've delivered or completed over 65 communities. In that time, we've delivered over 2,000 homes. I think it's up to 2,200 homes now in that time. So we have a lot of experience in what we're doing, building homes. Some of the other awards we won just in the past 2 to 3 years, from 2013 to 2015, there must be 10 to 15 awards up there. I'm not even counting. All for our communities that we've built in Connecticut. These awards are for all the communities we built in Connecticut. So what are the benefits to the town of Woodbridge as we see it? And others may see it differently, but I think these are the facts. $5 million purchase price, cash at closing. Closing is just subject to receiving an approval from your local, I'll say it again, from your local Planning and Zoning Commission and your local Inland Wetland Commission. If we were to proceed, those are the only two approvals we need. We get those approvals, we're closing $5 million in cash. Of all the proposals on the table, that's the most money to the town of Woodbridge. The proceeds of the sale, if we close, retire the debt on the country club property entirely. The proceeds of the sale, if we close, the $5 million retires the debt on the property. No more debt. The age-restricted homes provide a much-needed housing we provide much-needed housing, for seniors with no impact on the Woodbridge school system. No impact. No one under 18 years of age will live in this community, and that's deed restricted. The next one's interesting. Future net revenue. Future net revenue to the town of Woodbridge is estimated by your Director of Finance, Tony Genovese. Future net revenue from our proposal is $600,000 a year. That's property taxes when the community's built out, minus town expenses, which we think will be minimal. This is from Tony Genovese. $600,000 a year flows to the town of Woodbridge. That is 10 times as much net revenue that would flow to the town of Woodbridge on an annual basis, than the other proposal. Again, to reiterate, we are only proposing to develop 27% of the country club of Woodbridge property, 42 acres. The town retains 73%, 113 acres, to use for athletic fields, for walking trails, for the continued operation of the existing swimming pool, for the continued operation of the clubhouse, and whatever other uses the town sees fit. And again, we're a publicly traded home building company. We have the track record and the financial resources to perform and to complete the development. Thank you.